This is the Neural Impulse Actuator from OCZ. It came out quite a while ago. It's a little headset device that monitors your muscle movement when you either think or move your muscles in your head to give you some usable data to the computer for another human interactive device. I guess a lot of people are using it for video games. I myself, in Windows of course, there's no Linux software for it, like everything else. But I do not like Windows and I do not like video games, so I'm using this thing as a raw means of data input from the human for other types of programs, whether it's control programs or something to play with robots, this and that. It's kind of difficult to use, like most people say. This is kind of what it looks like. Nerdy, of course. But there's a Python script online to utilize this with Linux. It's called PyNIA, P-Y-N-I-A. You can search it, Google. It's a Google code listing. I did up a simple little script that just gathers raw data. I'm going to give it a run. That error doesn't really matter. And it collects the data, so you can kind of like wink or strain, this and that, close your eyes, open your eyes, get different data back, and you kind of want to learn what's going on in there. And then I'm going to pull up a GNU plot just to take a look at the data here. I'm in the wrong directory here. And it's a pretty interesting device. It takes a while to master and really get used to, but at the same time it could be pretty useful once you have it all figured out. See, this is a representation of the plotted data. As you can see, I was talking as I was doing this and kind of just playing around a little bit, but you have a lot of data collected in a very, very short amount of time. Just to give you a little overlay of what you're looking at here. This that I'm collecting working data, as you can see, they're all integers and they're all roughly about the same size. There's also a method you can pull floating points from the program as well. That they call it brain fingers numbers. If you look that up, it actually gives you the readout and floating points, 6 floating points for all the sensors and actuation like that. So it's a pretty neat device. I still have to master the whole thing. Maybe control one of the little robots or something like that. But not too bad. Not too bad for OCZ.